Sometimes I wish that I could have kids. I wish I would be a mom, and I'd be with my kids all the time. And I talk to other people with children, and they tell me how lucky I am that I'm all by myself. And though I understand and I agree with that wholeheartedly, I know a mom is what I'm supposed to be, because I have a uterus, and that's the point of having a uterus. And if you don't know that, you probably shouldn't be having sexual intercourse. And I was thinking about abortion, and I was thinking about the fact that people still aren't talking about all the different angles, and because they won't ever address these angles, they just keep talking the same useless talking points, and it's not getting us anywhere, and it'll never get us anywhere. But they don't care, because they just want to be right. Everybody just wants to be right, and nobody's ever fucking right if they're not willing to listen to opinions they disagree with, if they're not willing to listen to people that call themselves victims, but they're not really victims. But the point is that you listen regardless. I think about how many people have lied to me. I think about how many people didn't think that I could see straight through their bullshit. But I still listen to them regardless. And I think that it's my willingness to listen to people that makes me better equipped to deal with what we're dealing with. If you really want to prevent abortion, you got to prevent the way that we think about sex so self-destructively, because it's a lot deeper than people want to make it, than people want to think about it. It's not just the way that we have sex, it's how we think about sex, because before every action comes a thought. And after that thought, another thought, and another thought, and another thought. But they've canceled out our thoughts. They've canceled out our ability to critically think. They've canceled out our reasoning and our ability to ration positive from negative. Right now, from the long run, there's no long run. They don't teach you about that. They say there's a future, but there's no future. 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 And I don't really want to have a husband. I love children, but I'd have to have someone to make those children. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's how it works. But I can be a real jerk when I want to be alone, which is all the time. The most I can do is be on the phone, but at the same time, I hate the phone, you know. I'm good at talking. Of course I'm good at talking. I have a vagina. Vagina people are good at talking because I have logic. I'm better at talking, I promise. People want to listen to me. Even if all I do is ramble, they take my rambling, because at least it's something new that they've never seen. The way that I present myself, I know that I got something that's pretty damn authentic. wish I could show it. I wish I could showcase it the way that you see it here. Just imagine how much better it is when you're not here. But yeah, sometimes I think about, what if I had children that depended on me, that depended on me, that depended on me. But a lot of times I feel like I can't even depend on me. And it's not as if I don't think that I could be a responsible person. And it's not as if I don't think that there's some things that would be worth my accommodation. But the husband, the husband, the husband, the husband. Because I know that I'd be a good housewife, because I stay at home, I'm good at staying at home. I know that I could clean the house if I absolutely had to. But I'd have to spend time with my husband. I hate the idea of having to spend time with anyone. It has to be of my own volition. Because I can't help but develop a resentment. And that's not fair to that person with whom I have chosen to spend my time. All because I'm crazy and I can stay within the lines. Cause it's not as if I'm cheating on you with another man. It's not as if I'm cheating on you with anything I can fully understand. I'm in another world and you can come into my world. As much as I would like to think that I want that, as much as I might enjoy that for a minute, 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 for a minute. I think I purposely hit the wrong key there, just so I would have to stop. Well, long story short, not very good at relationships. Dude, the last guy I dated was such a good guy, and like, I think about him a lot, man. And I feel bad. I feel bad because, like, it's like he was such a good guy, and I'm just so fucking nuts. Like, and I was the one that insisted that we go out in the first fucking place, and ended up cutting it short because, you know, that's what we do best. It's really not like the commitment aspect. It's like I said, just having to spend time with somebody. It's like, even in the beginning, if I'm cutting that short in the beginning, and I ain't cut out for that shit. Always in the woods, like I said.